Ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome back to the second ever episode of The Rec Center. If you're new around here, this is the show where we talk about anything related to COD, esports, Halo, gaming entertainment, anything you could possibly think of. We talk about it right here on The Rec Center. Our prayers have finally been answered. After almost 2 years of complaints and scandals, Call of Duty have announced that they will finally be introducing an anti-cheat to both Warzone as well as Vanguard. The anti-cheat will be named Ricochet and will be introducing a kernel-level driver that is similar to Valorant's anti-cheat software, which is, hilariously enough, called Vanguard. Ricochet will also feature, quote, server-side tools which monitor analytics to identify cheating, enhance investigation processes to stamp out cheaters, and updates to strengthen account security. This will hopefully end the overwhelming issue of hacking that has ruined the experience for thousands of players since Warzone dropped in March of 2020. I myself am not a big Warzone player as I still mainly play COD multiplayer, but I am still super excited to see this drop. It's been a long time coming and I believe it'll truly help COD continue to expand their player base. It will also prevent cheaters in game battles as well as the challengers divisions where we definitely saw some players getting exposed during the Cold War season. Props to the COD team for finally getting this done. If we're going to talk about COD multiplayer and Warzone, we gotta take a look at some zombies too. Over the past few weeks, more details about the Vanguard Zombies mode entitled Daron Fung have been released. There have been a lot of features that have been shown in the reveal, but here are some of the key points. By the way, I apologize in advance if I say any of the wrong things. I haven't played zombies since World War II. Shout out to Mellowaid for giving me some of the points to read. The mode appears to take place on Vanguard multiplayer maps that have been heavily modified for the Dark Ether world. Portals make a return and they seem to take you to different multiplayer maps in the same zombies match. Shino Numa makes a return to the zombies mode. It appears to take the best features from Outbreak and traditional zombies and smashes them together to make the best experience. There will be 5 entities that operators can link through the Dark Ether world. All entities bind power to the players through artifacts. In each zombies match, there will be objective-based missions for all players to complete. And weirdly, there will be no wall buys. Mystery Box and Pack-a-Punch will still be in, and there will be additional runes for stories and power-ups. Completing objectives will open up perk fountains for you to use, and you can also get sacrificial hearts to get random upgrades from the altar. Again, I'm so sorry if that was kind of a jumble mess, but there's so much to this, I know, and I can't keep up. So definitely go check out the reveal video if you want further information. CDL Rostermania continues as one of the most anticipated rosters in the league finally got announced. This week, the New York Subliners revealed their roster for the upcoming Vanguard season. Alongside Clayster and Hydra, NYSL will be rounded out by both Neptune and the legend himself, Crimsix.
It's Crimsix!
Many saw this coming after it was revealed after Cold War Champs that Crimsix was a restricted free agent going into Vanguard. Clayster and Crimsix are going to be reunited to run it back, and let me tell you, I think this team is going to be trouble, but in a good way. Now look, we can debate all day whether or not Crim was carried in previous years, but let's be real for a second. Crim is a seasoned veteran that continues to hang even as the game progressively gets faster and faster, and he brings a lot of leadership qualities that not a lot of players in the CDL can provide. Obviously, there's a big personality that comes with this signing, especially with all the talk of Crim being a terrible teammate with the Empire. Despite all that though, I really think you're lying to yourself if you don't think this team is going to be a contender in Vanguard. 2 of the greatest players to ever get on the sticks, who just won a ring not even 2 years ago, teaming with fresh-blooded talent. Yeah, this team's going to be fun to watch. Just you wait. If we're going to talk about CDL Rostermania, we got to talk about CRL Rostermania. CRL Rostermania continued with some exciting action over the past few weeks, especially in Gold Pre-Made. It was recently announced that Crazy Care Bear, It's Moja, and T-Dub will be reforming their London Royale with Cheese squad from the previous season and adding OG White Coco as a 4th. Even though the team only finished with a 2-5 record the previous season, the addition of OG White Coco could give them the playoff push they needed, as they are expected to stay in Gold Pre-Made this season. Earlier last month, it was reported that the Florida Muteteers in Gold Pre-Made would likely undergo multiple roster changes. Florida facing an interesting situation last season by bringing in trademarks in place of Resent for the majority of the season. However, it is now confirmed that Fallen, Eggy, and LeMay are sticking together and adding Skapun as their 4th. Skapun is a solid addition to the squad and will instantly be title contenders for Gold, assuming they are not moved up to Platinum. In other CRL news, Banana King 247 is going to be settling with a brand new roster going into Vanguard. The roster will consist of himself, Strike Zone, Lemon, and a 4th that has not been confirmed yet. From the looks of it, they have narrowed down their list of choices for a potential 4th, but are waiting to announce it pending a variety of factors such as time and availability. It is interesting to note that all players, with the exception of Banana King, will be making their CRL debut. This roster is expected to debut in either bronze or silver, and should be very interesting to see how the newcomers perform in their first CRL season. Banana King was our sub this past season, Cold War Season 5, and I gotta say, man, good luck to you, and thank you for everything. You're still one of the greatest guys I've ever met in this league, and I mean that. Although there's always lots to talk about in the COD scene, we have some awesome Halo news to share with you as well. Recently, 343 has announced the competitive settings and modes that will be used in the HCS upon the release of Halo Infinite. The game modes that will be used are Slayer, Capture the Flag, Strongholds, and Oddball. Strongholds, which was featured in the Infinite game test, is similar to COD Domination. It features 3 different zones to capture, but you need to capture 2 zones to start getting points. And if any one point is contested, you do not get points. Players will only start with a BR, no secondary is equipped. Players also do not start with any grenades. There is no motion tracker equipped, and players can now pocket equipment such as active camo in order to activate it on command. There will also be no hit markers when a grenade hits a player. Although I do not have much knowledge when it comes to competitive Halo, I'm excited to see that they have competitive settings that are going to be ready for Infinite's release. I wish I could say the same for other franchises. And finally, if we're going to talk about Halo, we have to talk about the Halo Rec League. It has been revealed recently that the man, the myth, the legend himself, Boozies, has announced that he will be playing for the first season of the HRL. Boozy's squad has mostly been confirmed and is expected to be himself, Stads, and Jor, who is ranked in the Onyx division. This squad is still looking for a 4th, but this roster is already looking extremely loaded no matter who they add. They will presumably be playing in the highest division in the HRL, although details of the division have not been announced yet. But ladies, gentlemen, and others, that will do it for us here at the Rec Center. As always, we're still trying to improve this show as we continue to make more episodes, so please let us know what you think in the comments. Definitely leave a like if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, but most importantly, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. My name is Robert Morison III, and I'll see you next time.